Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here. This is a new episode, new category. Still on the same series of that being the end of an epoch. Here we'll be talking about the mark of the beast and the image of the Antichrist, and how that fits into today and what's been set up and what will be being pushed. But as always, before we even start, we'll open up with a word of prayer and also with the word of God. Kind of wrapping it together, the word of prayer and God. Luke 21:25-36. There will be signs in sun and moon and stars. On the earth dismay among the nations, in perplexity at the roaring of the sea and the waves. Men fainting from fear in the expectations of the things which are to come upon the world. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these things begin to take place, straighten up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Then he told them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees. As soon as they put forth leaves, you see it, and know for yourselves that summer is near. So you also, when you see these things happening, recognize that the kingdom of God is near. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. Be on guard, so that your hearts will not be weighted down with dispensation and drunkenness and the worries of life. And that day will not come on you suddenly like a trap, for it will come upon all those who dwell on the face of the earth. But keep on alert at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that are about to take place, and to stand before the Son of Man. So, the heading above, the mark of the beast in Revelations 13:16-17. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their hands and on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast and the number of his name. I understand that there's a recent post about Trump saying that CBDCs will not be implemented within the United States, which is great. It's fantastic, because the CBD system is the setup for slavery. On the other hand, Trump has set up a system for digital currencies, which are CBDCs, cryptocurrencies, to be used in the United States. I believe he made the law for several backings for stablecoin. So stablecoin and cryptocurrencies are will be endorsed by the central banking system, and will be used in the blockchain system, which is the BIS, which you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade anything without the crypto CBDCs. So on the one hand, he says this isn't going to happen, but he's already set up laws and regulations for it to happen. My point being, Trump talks out the both sides of his mouth. He says he's against something after he's already set up the thing. But again, with everything going on in the world, with the tragedies that are constantly just a new tragedy, a new death, a new horrific thing on the news, we just go from one thing to the next, and we're disillusioned, and we're almost the trauma of how horrible things are doesn't faze us anymore.
United States of America. The world's largest economy has just upped the ante on crypto, and it was, of course, their crypto bull president behind this move. In a dramatic turn for the global crypto ecosystem, President Donald Trump has signed a historic new law, giving stablecoins official legal recognition in the United States. This isn't just another crypto update. This is a milestone moment for Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and global digital finance. For years, crypto hovered in a legal gray zone. Banned, embraced, regulated, unregulated. The confusion scared off investors and slowed innovation. but that era may be over. Under this new legislation, privately issued stablecoins, like those pegged to the US dollar, will now be regulated under a clear federal framework. And yes, these stablecoins must be fully backed by reserves and auditable. No room for the Wild West days of crypto anymore. Trump called it a landmark in U.S. financial leadership, saying the law is designed to make America the global leader in fintech, blockchain, and programmable money.
It's a very important act, the Genius Act. They named it after me, and I want to thank you. This is a hell of an act. This has been something. A lot of people thought it was impossible. Some of the things that have been done. Let me say, the entire crypto community, for years, you were mocked and dismissed and counted out. You were counted out as little as a year and a half ago. But this signing is a massive validation. And even before this signing, over the last year and a half, I think your stuff has gone up more than any stock, or just about more. A couple of stocks that were pretty good, I will say. But you have certainly, as an industry, gone up more than anybody. Nobody's gained the respect in such a short period of time. But this signing is a massive validation of your hard work and your pioneering spirit and your ability to never give up, because a lot of people would have given up 2-3 years ago. So I want to thank you for contributing to the incredible strength of America. This is going to make it stronger, and congratulations on this incredible achievement. You've made our dollar look really good and strong and powerful. It's good for the dollar and it's good for the country. And that's why I backed you at an early stage, and I also did it for the votes, because you did come out and vote, I will tell you. And they changed tune, Biden's team, they changed tune right in the middle of the campaign. And with today's signing, we're pushing even further into the exciting new frontier. Just as I promised last year, the Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stable coins. This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes? If you say yes, I'm saying yes.
But what does the stablecoin bill really mean? Well, first of all, it gives clarity for developers, which means crypto companies now know the rules, and completely gets rid of the regulatory fog. Secondly, institutional players finally have legal green lights. And last but not least, the US is open for crypto business, under law, not loopholes. The result? Big banks, payment giants, and even tech firms are now racing to launch their own stablecoins, knowing they'll have federal protections and guidelines to operate. This also creates a clear lane for innovation, while cracking down on fraud, rug pulls, and fake tokens. From speculative chaos to stable trust, this new law turns stablecoins from risky experiments into legal digital dollars. While Europe debates crypto rules and China pushes its own centralized digital yuan, the US just bet big on private digital currency, with a law that could reshape global finance. With this move, the US is effectively launching a private sector digital dollar, without needing a central bank-issued digital currency. As stablecoins go mainstream and banks plug into blockchains, one thing is clear: crypto is no longer the future. With Trump's signature, it's now the law. For more on this unfolding digital revolution, keep watching Mint.
So what I see happening in the very near future, as the dollar pretty much collapses, Trump will come out saying something to the effect of he was against it, this digital currency. He tried fighting it, but because of the state of the economy, we are left with no other choice but to get CBDCs and implement them as a payment system and a financial system, a currency system, to subvert any financial tragedy in the United States. Revelations 13, 16 through 17. And this just isn't in the U.S., it's all around the world. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy, sell, buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. We'll get into the number a little later. So, stablecoin currency to be introduced in the United States. Every stablecoin is backed by USD. USD is created by the United States Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is part of, owned and controlled by the central banking system. The central banking system is not owned by any government. It is a foreign entity to the United States. Whiskey Oscar 20200060606 is the statute or the law in which the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. This is the cryptocurrency system that will be one or one similar used in the United States. The international blockchain video transactions. This right here is Glenn Beck's episode 218. I stamped it to where they're specifically talking about the CBDCs. That is 51 minutes and 39 seconds to 54 minutes and 56 seconds. I highly encourage you, watch the episode. Again, that is Glenn Beck, episode 218. The Bank for International Settlements has released a chapter of annual report saying that the future of monetary system discusses the new type of financial market infrastructure, unverified ledger. That chapter was published in June 20th, one day after the International Monetary Fund released a paper describing a single ledger, that cross-border payment concept. That is the blockchain system where you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade anything without using the CBDCs in the blockchain system. So you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade anything without your digital ID, without CBDCs, and without using the blockchain system, which is the mark of the beast system. And this here is the mark in the hand. The UN Gates Foundation 51 campaigns aims to roll out public infrastructure in 50 controlled states by 2028. Bill Gates has also said, I'm not sure if it's here or I've got it in another quote, but by 2028, if you are not part of this system, this digital system, you will be locked out of society. That is the plan, that is the goal. Bill Gates declares the end of the smartphone era, and yep, this is the replacement. That's top right, dyslexia, going down. Bill Gates Melinda Foundation has funded skin implants, microneedle patches that deliver permanent quantum dots to verify vaccination status. This will also be after the wearables, if the wearable is in fact wristband type. But by that, if you end up getting the wristband, all your stuff, all your information, everything who you are, your bank account, your health records, everything is your digital ID, your passport, driver's license, whatever, is now in a digital platform anyways. And so you're in the system if you allow that to happen. Vaccines are being used to harvest. So if you don't get the implantable device, you'll be locked out because that'll be the next step. You'll be forced to. And that'll be happening here in America. They've already tried doing it in the UK, and temporarily it was halted, but still they're saying by 2027, 2028, you will be getting it. So it was a small temporary victory. Vaccines now being used to harvest biometric identities for everyone. Big Brother merges with Big Pharma. You can go ahead and read that article. And this is also a part of the 2020 agenda, with the opportunity for immunization to serve as platforms for digital identity. The program harnesses existing birth registration and vaccination operations to provide newborns with portable and persistent biometric linked data identity. Link provided as well, so you have great and small, rich and poor, free and slave. This is a system that is being set up to be implemented for everybody. But close out with a word of prayer. And I thank you guys for joining me. We're a little over on time. But we'll just close out real quick, and I will see you in the next episode. Please stay safe. Lord, I just bless these people that have watched the video, that have watched all the other that will watch the videos. And I just ask that you keep them in perfect peace. You reveal yourself to them so that they may know that you are God, who is Jesus Christ, and that you lead them and guide them to knowledge of the truth and who you are. May the Lord bless you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.